Alright, hey guys, it's September 16th, 2015, and here's going to be a garden update video. We're starting off on the other end of the garden, just because we can. And I mean, guys, not a single cloud in the sky today, and it is pushing like 93 degrees here in West Texas. It is hot, like really, really hot. I don't know why I'm filming this in the middle of the afternoon, but it's probably because my little dog's out here. She's over there somewhere, and I gotta watch her. But I could make this video while I'm watching her. So, to continue, I wanted to show you guys this. Today's my watering day, so if things look a little dry, it's because I'm gonna water them today. Look at this guy. There's a giant ass grasshopper right there. Hold on. Focus. Look at that. He's just chilling right there on my chili plant. He doesn't seem to be eating anything, and none of the chili plants look like they've been eaten, so I mean, I'm just gonna let him chill on there. I don't mind. But onto the chilies themselves, you could see some giant ones like that one right there. He's ready to be picked. The lighting is actually not all that good for the chilies themselves, but you could see like these right here. They look awesome. Look at these. Look at this guy. You see him? There's actually quite a few on here. Like, you can see how tall the plants are themselves. Like, I think that's pretty cool. The Jalafuegos, they turn black when they're in the sun, so a lot of these are actually black. Like that one's got a black tip on it right there. But these guys have been doing great. Now onto the plum right here. Man, these guys are really hardy when it comes to like the heat tolerance, because it is really hot today. There's a little grape. He's a little bush. And then the spearmint that my brother had cut down, I mean, it's come back, and it's in like a fury, man. It's there's a lot of it on here. Like, you could see all the ones that he cut down before a couple weeks ago. They've already started to grow back. And you can see, oh, look at that. Look at that cantaloupe. Beautiful cantaloupe. There's a little one next to him. There's another one that's ready down there. Basically, all my, like, that one's almost ready. Like, I'm gonna give him another couple days, because he keeps getting rounder and rounder every time I come out here. He gets he started off like really oval shaped, and they get rounder and rounder. So filling out, doing good. Here's the apricot tree. And then the cantaloupes themselves, you could see just all around here. Whenever they get really dry, the leaves themselves start to like pucker up. So that's when I could tell I need to water them. But so far they'll be good. They'll be fine till tonight. It's hot, but it's not unbearable. These guys have gone through it for months now. Okay, so here's the peach tree that's gotten a lot of new growth coming out. So I'm really happy about this. So all is not completely lost when it comes to the peach tree. He seems to have gotten over his initial shock of losing a limb and losing all of his fruits. So now he's back. And you can see, look, the green coming out. Okay, so, oh, look at these. Okay, so the chile de árbol, this guy has been giving off like really big chilies recently. Like, obviously these chilies aren't huge, but in comparison to like other chile de árbol, they're actually like fat, you know. Look at this one. Look at this one. It's kind of hard to see, but look at these down here. You can see how big those are, and they're ready. Like, once they're red, they're ready. So they're beautiful. Like, that one's gotten really big. That one has a lot of fruit on it. This one, oh, let me focus that again. This one's also big, and I'll show you why right now, but he doesn't give off as much fruit. Like, a lot of his flowers is, oh, he just flowered actually. So you can see all the flowers are right there, and then some chilies are gonna come off of those. And he's still flowering, so he just flowered. So we're gonna get more chilies. But the reason this one got so big, and the one behind him as well, look at that one, is because there's a hole right here. There's a hole in the ground. And I was like, came out here to water one day, I was like, well, why is there a hole in the ground? And I filled it with water. Like, I had the water hose running in there for a good like 5 minutes, and it wouldn't fill up. I was like, what's wrong with that? Well, the reason being, here we have like the ditch, right? So the irrigation water will run through the ditch, and you see it cracks at the bottom. Well, those cracks get really big, and this dirt just drains out. Like, all the water just drains out. If it doesn't hold any moisture, because it all goes to the aquifer that's under our house. Because we live in farmland, so we're able to well here, or put in a well, and all the water that we get from irrigation or rain or anything will seep through those cracks and go down into the is the aquifer. That's what this crack is. I bet that's what my dad said, and I kind of believe it, that there's a crack right here that just like ran along this seam, a giant crack in the soil, and then it also runs down there to the other part of the garden, which is cool. You guys could see the cantaloupe in the back over there, well, somewhere around over there. Yeah, hold on. I can actually turn the brightness up on my camera so I can see a little better. Okay. So you get to see the cantaloupes, and well, tons of cantaloupes actually. And there's this one right here too. This guy, he's fairly new. Like doesn't seem like he's going to be a problem. He gets shade from all of his friends, all of the leaves. You can see what I mean by puckering up. Like these guys are really, they kind of like squeeze up together rather than be like really open like that whenever they're dry. Okay, so going on, there's the peach or the apple pear tree. And then more Jalafuegos. I've been reluctant to pick these guys actually because they're just so freaking ginormous. Like, look at that. Look how big that thing is. It's humongous, and I want to wait till they turn red because it just looks so beautiful. Like, look at all those guys on there. Look at these guys back here. Oh man. And I want to wait till they turn red just to make sure that they are perfect. Oh my god. Look at all those. Look at that, guys. Maybe a little bit hard for you to see, but these right here, look at those. I've been having a lot of problems with these recently when it comes to watermelon and cantaloupe infestation. Like, because the cantaloupe and watermelon vines like grow over these guys, grab on, and then pull them down into the soil. So I've been having to like rip some of those guys off. But other than that, they're doing great, and I love the chilies this year. And this heat is perfect for them. Like, it may not be so like that for other plants, but these chilies absolutely love the heat, it seems, here in El Paso. So, here's a purple plum. Another purple plum. And then onto like the scrap pile. You can see that these watermelons obviously need some water. They're kind of wilting, but the watermelon that was stuck in the fence over there, I took him off because he actually broke open. So he's down over here. He's down this way. See? He actually broke off. Well, he had cracked originally, so then I just kind of kicked him off because, I mean, it would have been detrimental to the plant. So we'll see what happens. I just leave him out here. I'll take him to the compost later. Also, here's some little strawberries I planted. There's that strawberry. Oh, and this is my brother's strawberry. And it had just flowered. Like, see, there's a flower right there. Because we brought him out from under the shade, so I guess he got enough light to where he'd be able to flower. So we're going to get a strawberry. And then onto the massacre that I had done earlier today. All of my dead beefsteak tomatoes, I ripped them all out. There's only 2 left. One back there, one right here. And that one's really stringy. But he's living and he's giving off tomatoes. There's a lot of little tomatoes I left here. I'll just let them decompose. But pretty sad, guys. Like, there's only... Wait, actually, this isn't even a plant. There's just one left. There's one beefsteak tomato left. The rest are over there. I picked them all up and ripped them out. See, they were dead. They weren't coming back. Spiders got to them. There's tomatoes all over the place, though. Here's the apricot tree. This guy, he's great. And then my Roma tomatoes, which the spiders haven't got to. So I guess the spiders just like the beefsteak. But man, these guys, they took off. Like, you could just go in there and look for like tomatoes. Like, I always go right here. There always seems to be some in right here. See? There's some down there. And then inside, if you go looking for them, you'll find them. Other than that, here's the eggplants. Look at this one. This one I've been waiting. Like, he's basically ready to be picked now. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, yeah. You can see that the leaf is kind of getting in the way, but beautiful eggplant. Some down there. Just beautiful, beautiful eggplants. Like, look, there's one kind of hovering. Love them. Love them. Okay, so we could go on to the rest of the garden. Was it jiggly for you guys too? Let me restart the video. Oh, well, the video is kind of stuttering, and I think I figured out why. It's legitimately so hot out here, and my phone has a metal case on it, or aluminum case on it, that it's starting to overheat, so that the phone is actually slowing down to cool itself off, which is incredible. I've never actually had that happen. But here's the rest of the tomatoes. You see some great tomatoes, great looking tomatoes in here. You see my cowboy hat, ma'am. And then look, the chile de árbol. These guys are so great. I'm definitely gonna grow them next year. Like, they give a lot of chilies, and I love it. As well as these tomatoes, or not tomatoes, jalapenos. Like, look at these guys. These guys give off a lot. They may not be the biggest, but they're still pretty good. These are jalafuegos. See, that's a jalafuego. It's another jalafuego. It's just a whole plant of it. And I trim these guys back every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks I have to come and trim this back just so I could see the rest of these chilies, because the tomatoes take them over. Yeah, this chili's ready. See? So that one actually look really pretty. But I don't trim this part, so it's just like... Alright guys, I actually got a message that cut out the video. It said, please resume recording when your device is cooled off. So I guess I overheated my phone. That's not healthy at all, but it kind of sucks, TBH. Well, you guys got to see what is going on here with the plants. Now let me show you guys something really cool. It's over here by zone 3, and I've shown you this before. It's my compost bin. And this is what I was doing when I was waiting for my phone to cool off. Let me show you how I do my compost. This is what I'm going to do for next year, and what I'm going to do to overwinter some of my plants. I'm going to give them a lot of nutrients so they could grow during the winter. These are my 2 compost buckets. So I pour any old food scraps, any, well, mostly grass, to be honest. Like, I throw grass in here, but you see what it is. This is probably 5 or 6 bags of, like, big black garbage bags full of grass. But let me grab my shovel. It all kind of compresses together and gets really heavy, and it turns into this. Now, I don't normally add water, or else it'll start smelling like really bad. What I just do is I just leave it, and you have to toss it every couple days. So basically, like, you get in there and you just flip all the stuff on the bottom and bring it to the top, and then you kind of aerate the bacteria to get air in there so the bacteria can multiply. And then it breaks down all the grass. Like, this was all green grass at one point, 6 bags of green grass, and now it's probably 1 bag of just compost. But it's really high in nitrogen. And yeah, and I put, since it's really hot and dry here, it's not humid at all, I have to put this little black bag over it, and I leave a little air hole, but it just kind of keeps some of the moisture in so the sun doesn't hit it directly. And then I also have this 55-gallon drum that I do it in. I do it in here as well, but this one doesn't get as much air. I do toss it, but it doesn't get as much air, so it happens a lot slower. Like, this one's like mid-process. You could see the white part, the gray part is bacteria, but this was all green grass at one point too. I just leave them like that. So yeah, not even gonna worry about this garden. But look, here are my jalafuegos. These guys, I had to put this little piece of wood up because his stalk wasn't supporting those chilies, but this one's ready, definitely ready. This one's almost ready. Like, you could feel it whenever they start getting pretty hard. That means they're ready. So you squeeze them a bit, like this one's ready. I put some of the compost in here, and it actually worked out really well. Like, a little bit, not a lot, because it's got a lot of ammonia. But yeah, they're working good. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments about my gardening or criticisms or anything you want to tell me about my garden, help me out, ask some questions, whatever you want, tell me, and I'll get back to you, and I take it all into consideration. So with that said, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Hope you guys enjoyed.